All right. Let's see if I can. I can't read this without glasses, so y'all just gonna have to see the glare from the television. I mean, from my laptop, not my television. What's happening, Facebook? What's up? What's up? Y'all tap on in. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to get on in here so we can talk about this Kanye and Kim. And excuse my hair because it dried, but we're gonna talk about if you could do it or if you could not. So you guys just tap on in. Let's see what's what. Let's talk about it. We're gonna chop it up about it. I have to put my glasses on, the glare from my laptop, so you're gonna be able to see it. So y'all just bear with me a minute. So there's a post. Sorry, let's go. Let's start from the beginning. The beginning of this is Kanye West is a billionaire. His net worth is in the billions. And excuse the glare. He's worth more than Jay-Z at the current moment, at the current status that he's at, right? So thank you guys for tuning in. So I have this post that I put up, and I'm on my laptop. That's why you can see the glare from my glasses. So just bear with me. So I'm going to go from the top. Excuse me. When I posted this, I said, this is the goal. This is about 5 hours ago. I said, let's build. We can fall in love later. So I want to hear what everybody thinks about the situation. So I'm going to read the post. Hey, y'all, what's up? I'm going to read the post, and I want to hear the feedback. I have to read my glasses because I'm blind, and if anybody wants to come on camera, you know what I'm saying, we can chop it up like live. We can do that. So let's talk about relationship. So this post was posted by a Julian Stewart. This was 19 hours ago. And in this post, he says, Kanye was $53 million in debt, and Kim helped him pay the debt down, while many said she was a fool for marrying him. 4 years later, Kanye is named the new hip-hop billionaire. Don't get it twisted. Now, if y'all hear the laughing and the clowning in the background, that's my boys. Don't get it twisted. The goal is to marry someone heavily invested in seeing you succeed. Someone who will stand by your side during difficult times so that you can celebrate at the finish line together. Get you one that will bang with you when it's time to go boom. LOL, laughing out loud. Ladies, it's hard to do a woman wrong or leave a woman that put in work with you to build the empire when you had nothing. All right. So if you guys have not read this post, this was a post originally about, like I said, Julian Stewart. I just read it. So let's talk about it. Let's chop it up. Men and women, I want feedback from both. So to my ladies, again, let me put these glasses back on because your girl cannot see. Kanye West was $53 million in debt when he met Kim. Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, Phil, I'm glad that you're here. So let's talk about this because I really want your input. So Kanye West was $53 million in debt, and when he I guess got acquainted with Kim. And it says that Kim helped him pay the debt down, while many said she was a fool for marrying him. $53 million in debt. So she helped him pay down the debt. 4 years later, Kanye is named the new hip-hop billionaire, which you guys know Jay-Z was rocking it. Jay-Z was standing on his own. So now Kanye his net worth is more than Jay-Z, which is a big deal. So in this post, again, it says, don't get it twisted. The goal is to marry someone heavily invested in seeing you succeed. Someone who will stand by your side during difficult times so that you can celebrate at the finish line together. Get you one that will bang with you when it's time to go boom. Laughing out loud. Ladies, it's hard to do a woman wrong or leave a woman that put in work with you to build the empire when you had nothing. So let's talk about this. I want some feedback. It looks like I have a couple of guys on here tonight, which is good. And thank you guys for tuning in. So I want to know what y'all think about, obviously the Kanye being a billionaire. He's top top notch right now. He has outshined Jay-Z, that's kind of a big deal, y'all. That's a big deal. And I want to know what y'all think, because this post that I shared obviously points towards whether a woman or a man, we can go vice versa. We don't have to go for a man or woman. If y'all can be down for somebody at the very beginning, when they have absolutely nothing. From my personal, I'm going to tell y'all how I feel. I think that it says a lot. You know what I'm saying? I think it says a whole lot for Kim to be down and loyal to him at the very beginning, knowing that he was 53 million. We ain't talking about credit score of 530 and a couple of $1,000s in debt, or, $10,000, $20,000, 10, 20 racks in debt. This man was millions of dollars in debt. So that poses the question, what she saw in him. That also poses the question, what kind of dialogue did they have, during this time? Like, was he transparent? Obviously, it's public record, so everybody knew that Kanye wasn't doing well. I didn't know that Kanye wasn't doing that well at the time that he met Kim Kardashian. But what kind of conversations do you have? So that lets me know that when you meet someone and you're talking about relationships and getting to pursue them, debt, and finances and credit scores and, your past financial history has a lot to do with pursuing that person. So I want some feedback. I have a lot of guys on here. I'm just waiting on somebody to finally comment, which is cool. And depending on who it is, if you guys want to, jump online and share some dialogue with me, that's fine. This is just open discussion tonight. I think that says a lot about her. That says a lot about him, because I know, being, my financial status is not where I want it to be right now. Like, I'm cool, but I'm working on my credit. I'm an entrepreneur, striving, struggling, and thriving to be the best that I can in my industry, as far as an author, a coach, and, having merchandise and building a brand for myself. I'm not in a position, honestly, to be transparent. I'm not in the position to be in a relationship, because a lot of men that would come along, they can outsee me. So you want somebody that's either on the same level as you, or on not necessarily the same level, but on some type of playing field with you, and that can match you. So how does that dialogue, I guess that's my question, is how does that dialogue come about? Again, I know that Kanye's information was public record, but, did Kim know that? Did they have a conversation? Philip, you said, I think it was great. Most have a different thought process now. And I agree, bro. I agree. This is complicated. That's why I decided to get on and talk about it, because I really want to know. If you look at my post, there was some dialogue from a guy that, one of the kings did jump on, and he said some things, and I absolutely understand. And his frame of thinking was that I think his comment was, there's no girl would do that in this day and age. Let me get back to what the comments were. So I'm on my laptop. So let me see what he said, pertaining to this. He said something like, there's no girls that are around that would do that now. And I'm reading. He says, how many girls today can do this? All they want nowadays is to get it done. So, holler back at your girl. Let me know what you think. I think that, Phil, that has a lot of weight to what you're saying. I think that now we are in an instant society, and everybody wants you to already be arrived. Everybody wants you to already have your bread. Everybody wants you to already have a financial status, some type of income. But I want to talk to those that don't have it. Because again, like I said, if we're talking financial status and we're talking what is necessarily the approval, I'm not in it, because I'm an entrepreneur. I've not been in business very long. I have the skills and I have the skill set to work a full-time job. Obviously, coronavirus killed that, because I am a nurse. I got ready to go back in the nursing field, and Baylor, Scott and White put everything on hold for me. So, you have some people like myself in the position, we can go and get the bread. We can go and get it. We can get the bag. But we're also pursuing, your goals and your visions, and trying to move from a worker to an entrepreneur and own your own. And so I guess that's my feedback. So ladies, I would love to hear some feedback for what you guys think. could you accept a man? And let's say that you are to the level, like, I ain't gonna even lie, like if I had bread, if my money was long like Kim Kardashian, and I, met a brother that was, I could see potential in him and I could see what was going on with him, then I could obviously say that, okay, I could invest in this brother. Like, now let's be clear, okay? Let's just put this disclaimer in here. We're talking about a brother that is showing up. You know what I'm saying? His energy and his word, his actions are matching his words. He ain't out here playing. He ain't out here doing, all these other things or whatever. But I'm really talking about a brother that may not be on the status quo, but he has the potential. Like, you can see the vision in him and he's going places. And so I just really want to know, like, I really want to know, hey, you guys, Rico said, I think the relationship was all business at first. And that's true. Now, Rico, that's a good point, because you're talking about Kim Kardashian, which is a brand name all over the world. And you are talking about Kanye West, which is a brand name all over the world. I appreciate the value of their names and the weight that they carry, but let's remove the Kanye and the Kim K, the Kardashian name, and let's try and take this on a level that we're just regular people and see if we can relate to that. I'm saying, like, if you were in debt and let's say you were an entrepreneur and maybe you just, it didn't work out for you, and maybe you're 3 to 5 years in your business endeavors and you're in debt, but you're still pushing and you're still trying to do it, or vice versa. The woman could be an entrepreneur and have children and just be really doing those things. What could you do? Like, what different things identify the fact that this person has potential and I'm going to work, and that's, I guess that's what I'm saying. So Phil says, I think you have to remove all expectations, men, women. When you feel entitled, it sets the relationship up for failure, in my opinion. Absolutely. I agree with that. And ladies, feel free. Don't be intimidated. Please give me your feedback on what you think. I really want to know what you think. I'm glad that I have a lot of guys on here tonight, because usually, the guys don't have a lot of feedback, and I appreciate you, but I really want to offset that with what some women think. So ladies, if you guys are online, I want to know what you guys think about that. So, Phil, in response to your comment, I definitely think that I don't think that you need to remove expectations. I think that you need to make realistic expectations. And so the entitlement is a major thing. I totally agree with that. Everybody in society now feels entitled. We forget what relationship is about. Relationship is about selflessness and serving the other person instead of, serving each other. And so in that retrospect, I feel like, yes, there should be some realistic expectations, because I think that every relationship, every encounter that you should have some expectations about what I expect from you and what this person expects from me. And I think it should be realistic and not far-fetched. And I think that the entitlement needs to go out the window, because both are looking for a relationship. And in addition to relationship, both are looking to be supported and nurtured and loved in that retrospect. So, I have no girls. The girls are quiet tonight. So I'm looking and I'm waiting to see what people think. Again, I think that let's try and take the titles off, because we don't, it'd be different if it was just you or I, me, somebody, just that I met up the street here in Dallas, and they have this and that going for them. Then you absolutely have that going for you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to break it down into where my realm is. I ain't got billion dollars yet. I ain't got $1 million debt yet. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to think realistically. The difference with us and them is we're talking about Kanye and Kim Kardashian, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. So the name was a brand in itself. And locally, let's talk about some things locally. Locally, there are some businesses and there are some people that are branding them names within themselves. So your name carries weight. I know for me personally, I have a platform. And my platform speaks for itself. My platform carries a lot of weight. My platform has a lot going on. And so I wonder what, on the outside looking in, where you would go with that. And so for a lot of people, you kind of want to know. I'm going to start moving, y'all, because I got stuff going on the stove, and my boys are playing PlayStation, and they probably ain't going to cook nothing, and they ain't going to stop nothing. So I don't want nothing to burn down the house. So Anyway, I really want to know y'all's feedback, and I want to know what y'all think about it. Are y'all checking my rise? No, nobody's checking. Okay, y'all just hang on a minute, cause they ain't checking nothing. I don't want nothing to burn up, and then they'll be mad because they the ones that gotta eat it. Okay, so I'm looking to find out what y'all think. So I'm gonna ask my boys, Nick, Solomon, Fat. I'm gonna ask y'all. So I'm live right now. So I want to know what y'all think. So y'all know Kanye West is a billionaire. So he's bigger than Jay-Z right now, right? Yeah, he's bigger than, he's a billionaire. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on live right now. I need to hear some feedback. Now my boys, let me tell y'all something. They're men, so they gonna feel a certain type of way. So y'all just get ready for what they gotta say. Okay, so Kanye West, when he met Kim Kardashian, it says that he was $53 million in debt, 43 or $53 million in debt. But she paid off his debt and she supported him in his vision. Now, here he is, a billionaire in the hip hop industry. He outshined Jay-Z, which is a major thing. How do y'all feel about relationship and I know y'all are young, but I'm saying, like, how do y'all interact with that? Like, what kind of conversation would you have with a girl? Because let's say all y'all playing sports right now. Solomon, you're playing ball right now. You got a scholarship. What kind of conversation would you have with a woman and you ain't big right now, but you saying like, hey, baby, stay down with me because I'm going to be a big deal? Like, what kind of conversation do you have with her? Come on, because so I want everybody to hear you. You got to come close. Oh, I'm going to come to you. Okay, he's on the game, y'all. So, okay, go ahead.
So, first of all, like, I wouldn't feel comfortable with a female paying my debt. So just to be 100% honest, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay.
First of all, like, I feel like a pride thing should, like, occur for the man.
Okay.
So, but, you know, everybody has their own belief.
Right.
So, Kanye, you know, that's how he feels.
Okay.
Let her do that. Okay, that's mistake number one.
But for you, you said that's a mistake for him to let a woman pay for his debt. Okay. Y'all hear my son. My son is 18. Okay.
I just feel like, first of all, like, why were you in that amount of debt? You did something. There's no reason you'd be $53 million in debt. Or however much you said it was.
Right, 43 or 53.
Yeah.
So first of all, you're saying that, okay, Tammy said she couldn't hear you. So what he said, this is my oldest son. We were talking about the Kanye and Kim Kardashian. He said, first of all, he has pride and he would not allow a woman, if he was 53, I think it's 43 or $53 million in debt. He said he wouldn't allow, he just couldn't do it. He couldn't put it to himself to allow the girl that he was meeting or seeing or whatever pay off his debt, first of all. And then second of all, what?
Second of all, like, I wouldn't allow myself to be in that sort of debt.
He said, what did he do to get himself in the debt? So what kind of financial difficulties did you do? What bad decisions, what did you make? So he's saying personally, he wouldn't allow himself to be 43 or $53 million in debt. So you're saying, so let me ask you this question. So are you saying that you wouldn't be dating if you were in debt?
I'm not even saying that because, like, when you date, it's not something you plan. It's just you and the person connect.
Right.
What I'm saying is, like, if I happen to date a person and I was in debt, I wouldn't allow them to pay for it.
Okay. He said, first of all, it's not anything that you can help. When you're dating, you just date. You just happen to connect with somebody. And so thank you, son. And he said, so, you know, that's obviously an issue. So, you know, you connect with them, but he wouldn't allow that to be. Boys, do y'all have anything to add to that? Huh? Solomon said, first of all, he said he got pride and he would not allow a woman to pay for his debt. He don't even care. And then he said, secondly, he's like, what would I be doing? What did I do anyway to get myself in that situation?
It's kind of like the same thing. Take it away. It's like the same thing. Like when you and a girl go out to eat, you don't
like if you go out, right? You don't want her to pay for the food. Okay. Okay, so this is from our millennials, the young generation. They are saying they wouldn't even be in a Kanye and Kim situation because they wouldn't even allow themselves to allow a woman to even pay or do anything for them. Okay, so then somebody just said, my friend Tammy, she said, don't you let your pride stop your forward progress. So what if she insisted? Thank you, Tammy. So what if she insisted because you're struggling or whatever and y'all connect, like Solomon said, Solomon was like, you can't help who you connect with. So what happens if y'all connect or whatever, and she insists on letting that be? You gonna let your pride stop you from your forward movement, Solomon?
It's not even my pride stop me from my forward movement. Because I know me personally, I would never be in that situation. So there would be no.
Okay, but what if you just fell on some hard times? We ain't saying all the $1 million in debt, but let's say that you went on some hard times, and she insisted. You know what I mean? So you're gonna let your pride get in the way? Okay, somebody says if they were, then she's the bomb. She's supposed to help him.
Don't get me wrong. Like,
Forward progress is the key. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like she's what? Hit the street.
Listen, I'm on live, y'all. Stop clowning.
Like, listen, bro. Like,
okay, I'm gonna turn the camera on you. Go ahead.
All right, so like she's great for what she did. That's amazing for her to do that, and for another person.
Okay.
I just wouldn't feel comfortable with a female at that.
Okay.
For that much for me.
Right.
Especially on that standard. Like, I feel like if I'm in debt, that's something that I gotta get myself out of. Just because I got myself in debt. There's no other person to get you in debt besides yourself.
Okay.
So I'll have to get myself out of that. And
first?
Yes, first. And if she does insist, and if there's no way for me to get me out of that, and that's just something I have to do, then I would do it. But it would be more like, it would be a contract. Like, Uncle D always said get everything right.
Okay.
Like, it would be a contract, literally.
Okay.
I just wouldn't feel comfortable with.
Y'all be quiet.
I can't feel comfortable with somebody paying for me like $50,000. No, I just can't do it.
That's millions, right?
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Like,
okay, wait. Come back though, because you said this is what you said. You said you can't help the connection. So although, let's say you got yourself in debt, the connection's there. And if you love her or she loves you, you got to support each other, right? At the risk, of losing somebody that you love. So,
so you said
she's trying to,
she loves me,
right? The connection's there, and then y'all get really close, and then y'all get to decide, like, man, she got this, you got your situation, and she's trying to help you, and y'all got this connection already established. So you're going to say you're not going to, but you've already established, you said it yourself, the connection, you can't help the connection. And say that you got that, and man, she's saying, I got you, baby. I'm holding it down for you. I'm not going to let you struggle. I got it. It ain't going to hurt me. I got it. Let's do this. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, listen, she got it like that.
Because she had it like that.
So, like, then I guess, like, but it still would be in writing, still, even then, because, like, bro, equivalent exchange. Like, you can't take something from nothing.
Right. So, I mean, again, now Tammy said take the millions out of it. Let's say it was just debt. It ain't got to be. If this woman is down for you and y'all had this connection, y'all decided, hey, we're going to do this. Like, we're in a relationship and we're going to make this happen. Like, bam. But you're still saying you need a contract, something in writing.
I'll still, because it's dope, right?
Yeah. Okay. I feel that.
It gotta be an IOU or something. It gotta be something in writing.
Okay.
Because that's not something you forget. Even if it's a little amount of debt, it's the fact that somebody else pays your debt. Like,
got you.
Basically, somebody's paying for yours. Like, they're acting like they're responsible for you.
And you don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to be responsible for you.
But the point of relationship is to serve each other. It's not about.
I get it. Like, I really do understand that.
So you go to jail, I'll pay your bond, bro.
Okay, but listen.
Y'all focus. I'm online.
If I was to ever go to jail, and y'all, I would trust y'all to pay my bond.
But we're talking about relationship. That's a bro type situation.
The difference is, like, y'all my bloodline and my lifeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, I expect that from y'all because y'all, we family. That's what we do.
Okay, they talking about bros and stuff. Bros before hoes. Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, okay.
I'm gonna speak on that, though.
Okay. Let me give it back to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You know how like mama said, if we ever go out and we're going to date, pay for you gotta pay for the female. That's how we brought up.
Yep, that's right.
So if I'm going on a date, I'm not finna just let her just pay all
that's
that.
right.
Exactly. It's equivalent exchange. You can't take nothing.
So in this same situation, you're connected. You're not just on a date with her. Like, y'all are in a relationship and y'all said, okay, we're gonna do life together. This is what we're gonna do. So in the same retrospect, you just don't want her to do it. It's a pride thing for you.
It's not even just a pride thing. It's just a simple fact that that's just not the way it's supposed to work.
Okay.
If I got myself in debt, there's no reason that, even if you do got it like that, I feel you got it like that, but this is something that I should have to learn. Because if I got myself in debt, I have to learn to get myself out of it.
All right.
Take responsibility for it.
All right, you guys heard it. That my kids are millennials, so That's the young perspective, and I love it. Thank you, son. Thank you, boys, for y'all's input. So, okay, so we heard from them. Now I'm back because they ain't burning my food up. Let me go back and read some of the comments. Antoine said, I still wouldn't let her do that because it's my job as a man and the supposed to be head to show leadership in all areas and accountability, especially when it comes to my finances. If she can't trust me to handle my finances, how can I expect for her to be able to trust and lead us? Good point, Antoine. Tammy says, take the millions out of it, just debt in general. Then, when you come up, you can repay her. Y'all learn, you work as a team. Okay, Rico laughed. Roxy says, as a woman, if I know you were honestly trying and feel on hard times, I think you should expect my help at the time because in the end, we got each other. There are no rules to relationship. Good point, Roxy. Tammy says there are no rules to relationship. Your relationship is your relationship. Rico said it was a smart business decision. So we have a lot of different opinions about everything that's going on. Y'all heard from my sons who are millennials. So, he said, and he was raised, he's a man and he's a provider, and that's what he was raised. And so he said on a personal note, I don't know if you guys heard everything, you guys can catch it back. He said that he wouldn't do it. And so there's a lot of people that don't believe that that's it as a man. And so y'all are kind of saying Kanye wasn't cool for allowing Kim to pay his debt. Okay. However, moving forward and fast forward, Kim did pay his debt and helped him or whatever. This is what the post said. And now here he is, a $53 billion net worth type of man. So I think that says something, and I think that speaks volumes. And I think for what it's worth, we have to consider that it is not a bad thing that if your woman or your mate decides to support you, you might be the next Kanye. You just never know. You might be the next Jay-Z. You might be the next, you never know. Barack Obama, you just never know. And so I think that, in my personal opinion, I do believe that if my son made a valid point, he made a very valid point. He said, you cannot help who you connect with. And when you connect with somebody, you decide to do life with that person and you're in relationship. We ain't talking about a honey just coming through or a brother that's just fine. And you know what I'm saying? You think he cool and he think you cool. We're talking about somebody that you decided to do life with. And you decided to make a commitment to be in a relationship. And so that's my question. You want to have somebody that has your back. I think that's the scariest thing in life right now. That's what's going on, is that so many people bail out when there's complications, when nothing is not perfect. We want picture perfect. We want to meet people and they have already arrived to this level, right? But then when we haven't arrived, we want them to extend grace to us and meet us where we are, but not expect us to already be there. And so that's why I'm asking for this dialogue. So we don't know. You're right, Tammy. We are not in their house and we don't know their conversation to make that decision. It could have been. And again, we're talking about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. They're brand names all over they're global brand names. I'm trying to simplify this. And in fact, me and Joe Blow, we're not big. You know what I'm saying? We want to be big. I want to be the next Kanye. He wants to be the next Kanye. But, what are we going to do to get to there has to be some honest conversations, in my opinion. There has to be some honest conversations about, hey, this is where you are financially, but I'm connected with you. I believe in your vision. I believe in your goal. I believe that you have what it takes. So let me support you. Let me gird you. Everybody's not looking for handouts. You know what I'm saying? So and you're right, Tammy, back in the day, that's really how it was, So where have we lost it? Where do we lose our substance? Where do we lose our savor as a society that we don't look out for each other? When we're talking about commitment, it's like, you got to already be where I am. And if you ain't already where I am, then I'm leaving you. Well, in that case, we're going to be single. We're going to be single. We're going to be single forever because nobody is at the capacity that our expectations are. I'll be honest. I don't have the credit score that's needed. I don't have everything that's required, and I don't match a lot of men. I don't. I did at one point. I don't now because life happened and I'm moving because I'm trying to pursue and be an entrepreneur and a successful one at that. I'm thriving to be that. But honestly, if we're going by financial status and who's got it and who doesn't, I don't even fit. Like, I'm not even qualified to be in the dating scene. I mean, if you really want to be and keep it 100, I'm not even qualified. I have a lot of vision. I have a lot of things that are going somewhere. I don't absolutely have the resources. I'm trying to get it. I can obtain it. It's going to take a little bit slower because I don't have the resources at my fingertip. So technically, this disqualifies me because I'm not at that status. And so does this disqualify me for a relationship? Does this disqualify me for marriage? Does this disqualify me for all these other things and these gains and losses? I mean, technically, society is basically saying, Eunice, sit down, shut up, because your credit score is not cool. Your job status doesn't match it. You're not in the category where you need to be. You're not in the caliber financially, entrepreneurship wise, and business endeavors. You're not there. But honestly, is that what we want to take into this next level of relationship? So I'm asking these questions because what has relationship come to? Back in the day, and for those that have been married and those that started when this was not a big deal, I give you my heart and my love because you guys have invested and you have the relationships that can pursue and can endure all this thing. And so honestly, with the attitude and the mindset with people right now, single people that don't have the credit and already established and have already arrived, what do you have to look forward to, honestly, in relationship is my question. And so, it's just something to throw some things out there. I posted it and then I got some dialogue behind it and I got some messages behind it. And I wanted to hear what people thought. But honestly, relationship and marriage, which obviously the whole point of relationship is to be married and live in holy matrimony and live forever, together forever, whatever. I ain't got to be all biblical and spiritual, but the idea is to have someone that is your person forever for the rest of your life and to be able to give that person. Relationship is about serving. Relationship is selfless. Relationship is not about sitting around and let me check your credentials and let me check your credit score and let me check what you can do for me and if you match what I bring to the table. That wasn't the point of relationships. Unfortunately, society has weighted it and it's been distorted, unfortunately. I remember when my grandmother talked about being courted and dated, it was about both. Everybody was struggling and everybody was trying to make it. And there weren't extended families and there weren't baby daddies and baby mamas. And if it was, it just wasn't talked about and that wasn't the press of the issue. Things were just, this is what I have and this is what you have. And I'm connected to you and I love you and I want to make a life with you. And let's put our heads together and let's make life happen. That's what it used to be. I don't understand what it is right now. Like, if you can't match me, you can't be with me. And if you can't do better than me, then you can't be with me. And it's so hard. I mean, relationships are so hard right now because there is a standard and I think it is a bit overrated. So my question is, can we get back to courting? Can we get back to, I don't care what you have, and I don't care what your past is, and I don't care what you lost. I just want to bring to the table me. And if our connection is worth it, I want to make it happen. And if you don't have it and I have it, then I'm willing to meet you there and I'm willing to build you and edify you so that we can make it. That's what relationship says to me. It's intimidating. It's really, really intimidating to see how society is. And I know money matters and I know financial status matters and I know credit scores matter, but somewhere we lost the savory part of relationship. Somewhere we lost the essence of relationship. And I'm being completely transparent. Honestly, by my status, I'm disqualified. More than once, I'm disqualified. I'm divorced. more than once. I don't have fathers of my children because I'm a widow by term. I'm an entrepreneur. My credit is not the best. I don't own a home. I really, honestly, by today's standards, I need to hush and be quiet because I'm not in the financial status quo to even approach anybody or be approached by anybody. I have every bit of potential. I have every bit of dreams and hopes and all these things. But if we're talking about what society-based relationship on right now, I disqualified like 5 or 6 situations ago. And so my thing is, can we get back to the art of it? Can we get back to commitment? Can we get back to, I accept you for who you are and where you are, and wherever you are, I'm going to meet you where you are and I'm going to bring you up. That was the art of relationship. That's what marriage's foundation was built on before. Again, we're talking about Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Their statuses speak for itself. But when we take away the titles and we take away the millions and the billions, what I'm saying, the heart of this all is, can you not accept somebody for where they are? And can you not build them from where they are? And can you not take that and accept them and love them and connect with them and say, I'm willing to go the distance? Again, you guys, if you like this, share it. I'm still accepting feedback. You know, it's just really hard as far as relationship goes. And it's just really hard. I'm speaking from my own experience because everybody's arrived and, you know, all these other things, and you get approached and it's like, oh, shoot. Oh, you ain't got a 401k. Oh, you ain't got this. You ain't got that. Oh, you're a business person, but your business ain't in the Fortune 500. Then you disqualify. So again, I struck out about 5 times already just because of my status. But does that really disqualify me for a relationship and love and marriage? Not really. And so think about that when you guys are pursuing people and being pursued. Relationship is bigger than a financial status. And I think that we should build together. Sometimes I wish that they started from absolutely nothing. And I'm not knocking anybody's progress. I'm not knocking anybody's journey. I'm not. I'm saying sometimes I miss the art of we are both struggling and we both have absolutely nothing and let's build together. Those seem like to be some of the greatest relationships. And now everybody comes arrived and already on a status and quo and then already, 750, 800 credit score. So you got to match me or you move around. That sounds so lonely. It sounds so lonely because everybody's status doesn't meet that. So just think about it. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a couple of statuses that I posted before about Kanye and Kim Kardashian. And I just wanted to know where you stood with it. So love, light, grace, and peace. This is your girl, Coach E. I'll holla.